Recently, I started catching myself thinking that I'm living the life of my dreams. Sounds cheesy, but I'll explain. So, in that very moment when I'm living or experiencing something, I started noticing, kind of being present in that moment and being conscious and realizing that this is something that I used to dream about when I was watching some people living this life somewhere like on socials, on Instagram. I thought, oh my God, that looks so cool. Or maybe I was envious. And I thought, wow, I really would love this. But at that moment, it felt like mission impossible. It felt unrealistic, or I felt like so far away that it's like it's almost never going to happen. For example, the middle of the day on Tuesday, and I can sit in my favorite cafe in the sun, reading a book that I like, and not necessarily a self-development book, which I actually also love, but just some random novel that I like, that I enjoy, that doesn't have any purpose besides just entertaining me. Or if it's a good day and weather, I can cancel all the meetings that I have for today and just go to the beach just because I want this. Or more like common examples that usually people will give: when I feel successful, when I can fly business class, when I go on holidays, going to all these nice lounges and hotels and enjoying all these amazing services, when I have a perfect body that I love. And it might be not perfect to you or to anyone else. You might look at me and think like, no, that's not perfect. But personally to me, when I wake up in the morning every day feeling good in my own skin, when I look at myself in the mirror and I enjoy my reflection, I love to dress up, to buy some nice clothes for myself, to do makeup, to go out, and all these things that before also seemed at a certain point of my life, it seemed like mission impossible, as I mentioned before. And because I started catching myself on these thoughts more and more, I decided to share with my community on Instagram step by step how I came to this, and maybe some insights or challenges and traps that I had to overcome. And when I shared the first step and asked my community to do the same, I saw that the majority, 62% if I'm right, failed at the very first step. And basically that's why I decided to record this video. So what was that first, very simple at the first sight, but yet really tricky first step? It is to admit to yourself your most deepest, cherished dreams and desires. Just to admit them to yourself. And I even shared some examples to give you an idea, and actually I'm prepared. So I have them in front of me. For example, start your own business, fame, a big house, perfect body shape, or the one that you like for yourself. Lots of free time, me time, when I can do whatever I want, especially for busy moms, just being quiet, enjoying, doing what I like. Loving relationships. Maybe you want a baby. Maybe you want to have great sex and passionate relationships with your partner, with your husband, feeling free to express yourself. Travel 4 times a year. Cool friends and group of people around you in the environment, maybe your colleagues to respect you, be like an amazing leader, have a stylish wardrobe or something like this. And of course you can tailor all of them to you. It's just some of these ideas, and to write them down. By the way, if you also want to be a part of this, first of all, I'll place somewhere my Instagram here so that you can find me and take part in these cool activities that sometimes I do there. And if, for example, you're watching this video, just please pause it now and write down this step number 1. And then you can just keep watching. Let's see how you go with this. And after that, all you need to do is to read them and focus on how it makes you feel. Just reading all of them. And after that, I placed that poll where you can vote. And if you are doing this with me now, mark this please for yourself and answer the question how they made you feel. Option number 1, I feel fine. I feel fine reading them. Option number 2, I feel annoyed, angry at myself, maybe agitated. Option number 3, I feel sad, I feel hopeless, maybe depressed. Write what you feel. Guess what majority answered to this question? 62% answered that I feel fine. And if you are, like the majority, answered fine, then you are the farthest from achieving these dreams and these goals. And I bet that if you look at these things that you wrote, you probably thought of them or dreamt about them for months, maybe years, maybe even decades. For example, about having a perfect, beautiful, gorgeous body, and not just once when you finally, I don't know, went through boot camp for 20 days, achieved this dream, and then, or maybe surgery or something like this, and then the weight started creeping back. No, when you actually have this body on a daily basis. So this is something that you wanted for quite a while, but for some reason equals excuses, you're still not there, you still don't have it, and you still didn't achieve it. Because, as I mentioned before, you are the farthest from achieving this than anybody else who even answered that I might be scared, that I might be angry, agitated. And when I asked, why do you think it is so? Only one person actually gave the right answer. And this is a client of mine, so I decided to share in this video. Reason number one, you are so scared that what you wrote in this list is impossible, that probably you will never be able to achieve this, to make your dreams come true. For example, the body that you want, to wake up every morning feeling good in your own skin, enjoying dressing up, the way it looks on you, wearing your bikinis and just feeling the best. You are so scared that it might not ever happen, that you are completely blocked from feeling it, from experiencing it, from having this deepest desire, like I really want this. And that's why you don't feel anything. You feel fine. You know what it reminds me? It's like I'm afraid that I'm going to lose playing this game, that I would prefer not to even play. Or like children sometimes, when they know they might lose, for example, playing this game, and they will be like, I don't even want to play this. So they will pretend that they're not interested, or maybe it's too silly for them, and they won't even play, even though they want this, just because they're scared to lose. Because the pain of not getting this, the pain of not having this, of not achieving this, the pain of losing is so scary that I would prefer not to feel it. I would prefer not to even go for this. This is the reason number one. Please go through your list and check if you have something like this. Option number two. These dreams, most cherished, most wanted dreams and desires are not yours. For example, you can write that I want to have a big house and, perfect courtyard and this family. But deep inside, you just want to be famous, outrageous, superstar, performing, getting all the fans, traveling all over the world, going to the red carpet, winning some awards. But because we're living in a certain society and there may be the environment that you grew up in, these are the values, or this is how you should feel, or this is what you should get, you keep going for this, but they're not yours. And that's why they're not exciting. That's why they're not triggering anything inside you. And you're reading them and you're like, yeah, I feel fine. And to make it even more clear to you, what it can also remind sometimes, when you go to the interview to get the job that you don't care about at all, you just probably would rather not even get this. You're not interested, maybe it's low paid, maybe it's somewhere far away, you don't even want to go there. Then you don't feel nervous, you don't feel scared, you don't feel excited and thrilled at the same time. You just feel like, yeah, I'm just fine. Or maybe when you go on a date to meet a person that you're not really interested in, or you don't feel anything, and that's why you don't even feel nervous. It's like, I feel fine. But if you go to a job interview that you really want, that maybe it feels like your only chance of getting this, that you dreamt about this opportunity your whole life, or you feel like, it's sometimes, again, regarding dating or person or meeting friends or whatever, that it is out of my league, that this is something amazing, we will feel both thrilled and nervous and excited and happy, and we'll have this feeling, maybe I should just not even go, because, sabotaging ourselves, because, again, we're scared that we might not even get this. What if I do something wrong, say something wrong? What if I'll be dumb or act weirdly? Or what if I'll just, they will see that I'm not good enough. We'll experience all these feelings, all the spectrum of emotions, I want this, but I'm scared, but I really, what about this? But what if I say something? And if you're reading this list and this is how you feel sometimes angry or anxious and worried and maybe a bit sad because I've tried so many times and I've failed so many times, but I still want this, and you experience all these emotions, that you are on the right path and you completed the first step towards achieving your dreams and making them come true. And in this video, I wanted to share what to do if you fail the step number 1. For example, when you're reading this but you don't feel anything, you have these blocks, how to remove them, or how to find your dreams. But I already see that it's quite long. I wanted it to be a couple of minutes, but as always, I love to talk. So if you're interested in this topic, how to find your dreams and how to complete successfully the first step, please maybe write the comments below, or do both, even better. And if I see that you're interested, then I'll make the second video where I'll share the steps with you. So anyway, if you want me to do more videos, please support me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.